If anyone had told me a few years ago that I'd become a millionaire because of a rubber duck, I would have laughed them straight into next week. But life, as it turns out, has a wicked sense of humor. Back then, I was working a boring office job of spreadsheets, meetings, polite small talk about the weather. My daily highlight was when someone brought donuts. I wasn't miserable exactly, but I felt like a background character in someone else's movie. One day, after a particularly dull meeting, I came home, flopped on the couch, and started scrolling through online marketplaces. That's when I saw it, a listing for a box of 1,000 rubber ducks. Price, $50. Caption, wholesale clearance. Must go fast. I don't know what possessed me, but I clicked buy now. When the box arrived, my girlfriend looked at me like it lost my mind. "Why do we have 1,000 ducks?" she asked. "I don't know," I admitted. "Maybe destiny." They were all bright yellow, identical, and frankly kind of adorable. For fun, I posted a picture on Instagram with the caption, "Greater than when your midlife crisis is cheaper than a sports car." It blew up. People started commenting, "How much for one? I need 5 for my office. My cat would love these." And just like that, an idea sparked. That night, I built a tiny website at duckbuddies.com and listed the ducks for $3.99 each. I figured if I sold a few, great. If not, it'd give them away as Christmas gifts for the next century. Within 24 hours, it sold all 1,000. I thought it was a fluke. But then people started tagging their ducks in pictures on road trips, at weddings, even in bathtubs with captions like me and Larry the Duck, living our best life. Larry. Who was Larry? Apparently, one of my early customers had named their duck Larry, and the name stuck. Suddenly, everyone wanted a Larry. I restocked. Sold out again. Then again. I started adding accessories at tiny sunglasses, hats, stickers. Duck fashion, as I called it. My girlfriend thought it lost it, but she helped me pack orders anyway. Within months, I was shipping thousands of ducks worldwide. Journalists called it the most wholesome viral business of the year. A late-night host even joked about it on TV, "Greater than some guy is making a fortune selling emotional support ducks." America, what are we doing? I laughed until I checked my sales that night. They'd tripled. Then came the moment everything changed. A kid's YouTube channel with 20 million subscribers featured my ducks in a video called Larry Saves the Day. It went insanely viral. Suddenly, I was getting messages from toy stores, distributors, even a theme park. One email stood out: the licensing manager from a global toy brand. They wanted to turn Larry the Duck into a full franchise, plush toys, cartoons, lunchboxes. I thought it was a prank. It wasn't. We negotiated for weeks. I hired a lawyer who looked 12 but charged like he was 80. Finally, we signed the deal for a 7-figure contract. I remember sitting in my tiny apartment, staring at the screen, realizing I'd just become a millionaire because I impulse bought a box of rubber ducks. My girlfriend popped a bottle of cheap champagne, and we toasted to our ridiculous luck. "To Larry," she said, laughing, "the world's most profitable piece of rubber." Of course, success brings weird problems. Fake knockoff ducks started appearing online: Barry the Duck, Terry the Duck, even Harry the Goose. I had to hire lawyers, launch a trademark campaign, and post a video saying, "Greater than there is only one Larry, and he quacks for quality." The internet loved it. Sales skyrocketed again. Now, a few years later, I still run the company, though I've got a proper team now. Larry's got his own animated series, 1 million followers, and I swear this is true to wax statue in a pop culture museum in Tokyo. People call me an entrepreneur, a genius. But honestly, I'm just a guy who bought too many ducks. Sometimes I look back and wonder what would be happened if I hadn't clicked that button. Maybe it'd still be sitting in that office, dreaming of something better. Instead, I'm here running a multi-million-dollar duck empire. And every morning, before I start my day, I grab one of those original yellow ducks, give it a squeeze, and it lets out the happiest little squeak. It's ridiculous. It's wonderful. It's life.